Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Bengaluru International Short Film Festival Roundtable with the Filmmakers. Welcome to both the filmmakers. I just need to get your names right. Lee Hu Dang Kwao. Is that correct, or am I okay? And he's the director of the movie It's Always There. And we also have with us uh, Peter Van Stad from. Let me get this right. How do I pronounce this word? Zuni, is it correct, or
Mthunzi.
Mthunzi? Okay, Mthunzi. So the producer of Mthunzi, is the director joining with you, or you're alone today?
No, he's not able to join tonight. No.
No problem. Great. Welcome, guys. I'm glad you guys are here and we are able to do this conversation. Just a brief about the festival. We are doing our 10th edition this year, and this is the first time we are going online completely. So it's good in one way, it's bad in one way, because it's bad because we can't meet in person. We used to have a lot of energy and meet filmmakers live. But the good thing is now we can meet any filmmaker from across the world. So we can have you guys in conversation. So thank you for joining us today. Let me start with Kao. Kao, would you like to tell a brief about your movie?
No.
About It's Always There?
Yeah. Because my English is not good, so
No problem.
yes,
Sure.
she is one of producers, and she can
Nice.
translate for me. Yeah.
Okay, can you have your name, please?
I'm June.
June. Okay.
June. Yeah, you can pronounce like June or July, but it's June. Yeah.
June. Okay. I was born in June, so it's easy for me.
Yes, very nice to meet you, and it's a pleasure that we had the chance to be on board, right? And so, as you can see on the screen, the film's name is always there, but it has a Vietnamese name. Trống đợi literally means wedding drum or the drum. Yeah, because like it is a story about a rich and a well-educated woman, and she lives in the Vietnamese traditional Oriental style villa, and a poor wanderer, yeah, with the soul of an actress, and he was actually a professional drummer, and they met and both have a hidden corners of their souls and that need to be awakened. So actually, our movie has a configurative sense. It is a story of finding the successor of a profession. So with a close connection with a traditional instrument of Vietnam, the drum or trống in Vietnamese. And so the drum beat, as you can hear a lot of drum beat during the films, because actually at the very beginning, we intend to make it as a silent film. And actually, it has only one word spoken out by the young generation playing drum at the end of the movie. So that is the only single word we have in our movie.
Yeah.
And yes, and so when the trumpet also represent like the voice of a generation that. We want to convey a message that is always there, and it here can mean like anything. It has a broader meaning. It can be the drum waiting for the professional drummer to play, and it can also represent like the love that the elderly cover within the heart, within her heart, and is waiting for someone to awake. And so it's always there. People can look around and see so many things, and actually some of them are always there, but we are too busy with the work and with lots of things, and so sometimes we forgot. And so it's always there to for us to come and then to play with it, and then to share and spread the love with everyone. Yeah.
It's beautiful. I've seen the movie, and it's got a traditional touch, and the acting of the both elders in the movie is beautiful.
Yeah.
About it.
See
Yeah.
that when actually when I talk with the director, and when it comes to the idea that we have only two actor and actress, and both them are actually very famous elderly actor and actress in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And you
Very
can see that he was so young at the time of making the
So
movie.
hard.
So it's really hard to deal with them
Yeah.
actually, because
Okay.
like they have their style, yeah, they have their style, and then he wants to convey a message, like a real message of something, like I think that's too big, because like actually there is a scene, and it is a scene that when the playing the drum, and this is actually a scene that the woman she did a worship, and then in the altar he tried to send a message of the love for the country, the petroleum, and so this is like the highest level of love, and so that's the reason why he tried to like to show the Vietnamese map, yeah, the side of Vietnamese maps
Yeah.
on that corner, and it's like and so he also want to share and spread like the highest level of love to everyone. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Thank you. Rajan, hello. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Anand. Sorry,
Hi.
I have a power cut, so we have a power cut, like, unfortunately.
No problem.
So
Everything
I'm
is
just
okay
waiting
in
for,
COVID now.
yeah. So I'm using artificial light in my face.
Okay. Nice,
Yeah.
nice to get that. Petrus, I would love to talk to you now. I heard that this story was a personal experience of the director. Can you just talk a little bit more about that, and how did you get into producing this film?
So the direction we entered a process in about, I think it was September 2018, where we wanted to make a feature film, and we started developing it and sort of just started applying for funds and seeing sort of what we can do with it. And then after quite a couple of unsuccessful applications, we just sat one day and we decided, okay, well, seeing as right now sort of our feature applications aren't going anywhere, let's just do something, because we were kind of just hungry to create content and sort of just be on set. And so we just looked at each other, and we're quite close as well, and we're like, let's just put our savings together and make a short film, just so that we can kind of get our names out there and sort of just so that people can see what we're all about. And then Taboho was, we were just kind of going through the possible stories that we can tell. And the book was like, well, I've been sitting on this experience that happened to me about 3 or 4 years ago. And it's something that sort of I've been dwelling on, and I think it would make a good short film. And so then he told me the story of what happened. And yeah, and then we decided, okay, we'll make that into a short film. And then a month later, we filmed it. And then another month later, we ended up submitting it to festivals. So we were quite quick actually with the process once we started going. And it was quite interesting in how it was received, because we've had, in the process of making the film, we've had people on the film come to us and say that they've had similar experiences. We were busy composing the film, and the composer kind of was busy sort of playing through things, and he turns around to me and Taboch, and it's like, I really love this film, and I really love what you've done with it. He says to Tabocho, because this is something I've experienced. And Tabocho smiles at him. He's like, no way, because it's based off a true story. So it was quite interesting as well to sort of just hear how it's resonated with people of color, especially going into spaces where they aren't necessarily white spaces, especially where they often vilified. And so, yeah, it just seeing sort of the reception it premiered in Switzerland, which was also very interesting, speaking to the audiences there, kind of about their perceptions of the film and stuff. Yeah, and that's kind of just how the film came about.
Brilliant. Did it premiere in Locarno?
Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. I saw the list of festival it's gone to. It's amazing the kind of run it is having, and it's big congratulations to you too on that. And
Thank you.
how did you come up with the name? Is it a name of a person, or does it mean anything? The name of the
So originally Tebogo, I love working with him because he's quite analytical, and he loves language and stuff. So he always has these sort of very complicated words for his films. And the original working title for Mthunzi was Proviso. But then in the process of sort of in post-production and sort of just developing a film, we realized that we could actually go a lot deeper with the title. And then we decided to just make the title the character's name, Mthunzi, which is the Zulu word for shadow.
okay.
And we just felt like it really captured, and it's also a name. So it's not just, it's a name as well as the word for shadow. And so it's sort of just, it captures that kind of, he's a shadow in the space, you know, it's not a space that he belongs in. It's not a space that he feels welcome in, even though he's doing this sort of good deed and helping this lady. But walking through this space, he's a shadow. Yeah.
Very, very interesting. Means I was really taken aback when I watched the film, because it starts with a place where, you know, he's trying to help. So my thought was a different line. Maybe, you know, it goes and they become friends, or it turns into a happy ending. I was probably going more with the Intouchables kind of a story, but it certainly turned out to be a very shocking one. And when I read that it was actually a true story, it was even more horrific. At that, you know, the question is, who do you help today? And you know, that becomes a big question for all of us. But I mean, congratulations on the amazing film and the way you guys have pulled it off. So hope that you get to make your feature also very soon. And
thank you very much.
Yeah. Oh, I think Rajan has dropped off, but we'll wait for him. Let me go back to It's Always There. You have been going also to a lot of festivals. I see you've been at Cannes, you've been at many Malaysian films, and you have also been in India before. So how's been the reception? Because it's a very traditional movie, It's Always There been, and it's very nice, as the whole movie is actually very silent, and you have to bring out so many emotions without talking. So what was the thought process going on when you wrote the film? Just a second, sorry, Rajan. Hi, sorry. Did you lose power again?
Hello, sorry, yeah. I mean, yeah, there is still no power, but even the Wi-Fi is fluctuating, so let's hope it will be fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, we will talk to Rajan first, because I don't want to lose him again.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So let's.
Thank you. Rajan, thanks for joining us today. Wonderful
My
movie
pleasure.
again, and you know, means it was surprising. We got a entry from Nepal, and to see a wonderful film coming out of there was even more beautiful. Can you give us a background of the story? How did you come up with the story? Was it inspired by something?
Yeah, actually, I grew up in a very remote village, and I moved to city only when I was like adolescence. And actually, this story is kind of inspired by some incidents, some events that I have witnessed during my childhood, because it was the society where I grew up was like poor and uh, lower middle class kind of people were there. So the struggle for food, the struggle for clothes, and the struggle for basic need was always there in those days. So I had kind of seen similar kind of event, and I wanted to make a short film, and like there was this program called short film lab in this Berlinale Italians
Oh yes.
short film station. And since I'm always the kind of guy who walks in like only during deadlines, so I thought, okay, let's write a project and submit there. And And they selected the project. Now they selected the project. That means okay, I have to make it.
Yeah.
So yeah, like so I was selected for this Bodinale Talents, and one of the local producer he found out about it, and he asked me if I want to collaborate for the project, and he helped like financially, and we just made this short film.
Very nice. No, my question is about the story itself. Was the story a fiction, or was it inspired by something which you saw or experienced about the lady waiting for her husband who does not come? And
No, it's very much inspired. Uh, now we have this work immigration like problem, like
yeah,
lot of Nepalese, you know it, like Indian and Bangladeshi people, like we have a lot of people who works in these Gulf countries.
yeah,
And so I wanted to relate this immigration labor immigration problem with this problem of this basic needs which these family members of these people face back home. So I
okay,
related this incident from my childhood with with the current problem that is going on in not in only in Nepal but in South Asia. So it's a fictional story, but it's inspired by true events. I
excellent.
hope, did I answer your question?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I'll come back to you. Maybe we'll ask one more question with Kao. We've been asking him. Can you tell us, as I asked you
Sure.
earlier, what was how did you write the script with only one word in mind?
Thực ra một chữ ở trong one word in life.
Tại vì á, là như nói ví dụ cái người già ấy người ấy thì họ cũng thọ trẻ thì cái tiếng nói rất là tốt.
Yeah, so as everyone can see from our movie, we only have one word in life during about 25 minutes of the short film. And actually, the director intentionally did it. The first reason is that because of the two elder actor and actress. So as you know that the elder, they are doer, not speaker. They normally do not talk much, but they have lots of thoughts in mind, and they understand clearly. They have a deep knowledge of about everything. And so the way that we make this movie is we try to make people who watch the movie feel about the feeling of the characters of the movie. So it's just about listening to the sound, the drum beat, and then the sound of the nature, of the things happening around the scene of the movie.
Cái tiếng nói của trẻ con.
And at the end of the movie, when there was an appearance of the very young generation, being the young student, and who are eagerly to study how to play the drum. So this is actually the generation, the new generation, eager to study the new thing and to inherit the true value from the previous generation. And so we also want to convey the message that we believe in the new generation who will continue to keep the good value of the tradition of Vietnam. Yeah.
Great. Okay, that's nice. Thank you, Petrus. I wanted to ask you something on how many days did you take to shoot this film, and how much of budget was involved in making this film?
Khoảng 740.
So we filmed it over 2 days, and we spent. So the reason we filmed it over 2 days is we specifically wanted that those hours around sunset for the opening of the film and then the closing of the film, because we wanted the film to feel like it happened over a 15-minute period. And we recognized that we probably could have done it over 1 day, but it's just we wanted to give us as much time to get that like nice purple light that we got in the beginning and the end. So we filmed all the beginning stuff on the first day and all the end stuff on the second day, and then we actually filmed it in my mom's house. And we blocked off all the windows so we could film the rest of the stuff just throughout the day without it being affected by the sunlight. And then we spent probably about maybe $4,000 US.
Okay. And how is the support for cinema in South Africa? Do you get funded, or you need to put money on your own for short films? How is it?
There are some supports. It depends also which regions and stuff, because we also have our different provinces. So it depends also where you are. But there is a national film body called the National Film and Video Fund, where they do open, I think, about 2 or 3 times a year, depending. And they would fund things like development costs for short films and production costs for short films, as well as features and stuff. But it's quite you can imagine it's quite competitive. There's a lot of people applying. So it's not that easy to get funding, just because there's not a lot of it for a lot of people who want. So it does get quite competitive. Yes.
Actually, in India we don't get funded at all, because in India cinema means it's a profitable business. So they say you can make money out of it. Why do you want funds? So it's a big struggle for young filmmakers here, and of course there are people who come forward to big they want to be producers on short films, so it helps a lot of filmmakers, but it's good. Kao, I want to ask you the same question. How much was the budget on the film, and how many days did you take to
shoot? Yeah, so for our film, we spent like the whole 4 days, and with 1 day as a backup, because we film the movies during the rainy season of Vietnam. So other than like the 4 full days, we also need to reserve 1 day as a backup plan. And we spend we spend about 15,000 US dollar, because the reason why it's so expensive, because the rent for the equipment and then the rent for the villas, it was so expensive. But luckily the director, he also have a good relationship, and so actually we were provided with a certain discount, but just share with you, unfortunately the film cost more than our expectation. And we're so surprised that the film of Filmmakers he filmed within 2 days, and then with that quality of the movie, and within 2 days. So I think that he just made the film in a very good budget. So congratulations, Petrus. Yeah, we're so surprised. And then you see that based on the recognition you have received so far, and we think the budget you just share with us, actually it's already an achievement. And because for our it's always actually the first movie of the director, so you want to make everything with the best quality, the best crew, the best film equipment. So
we did get quite lucky, because we did get complete gear sponsorship from Panavision. We just had to take out insurance covering the gear, so that helped a lot. Instead of paying $6,000 US on gear, we ended up paying $800 US, so that helped a lot. Panavision in South Africa is very supportive of up and coming filmmakers. They they very often would, if you ask nicely, sort of help you out sort of with gear and stuff. So we got an Ari Mini for pretty much almost for free from the gear house. We then had to get our own external insurance to cover it.
Oh,
Yeah.
great. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe next year we'll call Petrus for a producer's talk, how to save money on short films.
Yeah, we will approach Petrus like
Beg and
after
borrow.
this one, yeah, to learn some experience from him. Yeah.
Great. Rajan, let me come to you now. I see that your movie has been shot in a 4:3 instead of a regular 6:9. Can you comment on that, and why was this decision on shooting in that format? Your voice is muted, Rajan. We can't hear you. You have to
Sorry.
unmute it.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes.
Well, originally we shot it in 16:9, and we were doing this editing, and we kind of felt like in this ratio the film was kind of dead,
Mm.
It was so wide, and the characters' world and their struggle kind of seemed small, and I think things look quite dead, and we're not really happy. Like things were not going right, and we just experimented. What if we reduce this aspect ratio, and we did it, and we kind of felt like, okay, I think this is working. So that was the choice. So it was the choice made in the post production.
Okay. I actually, to be very frank, when I saw that, and I thought maybe if it was in black and white, it would have even more have an effect, because the lady is waiting. It feels like a dated movie where somebody is waiting for someone, and that person is not come back at all. And maybe a black and white would have given more depth and affect, more feelings to the movie. But that's just my thought. I just thought, let me tell you.
Yeah,
Can you tell us?
Yeah. No, maybe I should try making it monochrome, and just to see how it feels.
Yeah, just to see. Good luck. And can you tell me what was the budget on this, and how many days did you take to shoot?
The budget, it was around $5,000.
Okay.
The budget, we could have reduced the budget even less, but we had to travel to a village very far from the capital city. So, most of the budget it went in
travel.
logistics, food, accommodation, and travel. And we filmed around 6 days.
Okay, great. It's amazing to hear stories from all of you. Just a quick question: have you seen each other's films, or are you still looking at what is the selection? Okay, I'm sorry. Actually, I forgot. I don't think you can access our films.
Yeah,
right?
we can't access.
Oh, sorry, I'm very sorry. Yeah,
I think we should give this privilege to the filmmakers.
Yeah. No, but this was a request from filmmakers because they want a geo block, because a lot of festivals don't accept in case it's completely online. So that was the reason.
Exactly.
But you can all watch the Indian films, because Indian filmmakers have said they want to keep it open. So you can still log into the website and watch the Indian selection. I would recommend that. Please watch our filmmakers also. They're trying to do their best, and and let's hope that some of them you will like, and maybe if you want to collaborate, we would be happy to get you connected. That will be a platform. Unfortunately, we could not do due to COVID. We could not do a theatrical festival this year because of the obvious reasons. It's not open, but I'm feeling this is a better option, because now the filmmakers can reach out to the world, and filmmakers, for you can reach out to the whole of India, just rather than just one city in India. So we have a lot of people watching films right now. We have about I think we get a lot of requests. People are praising. I think you can go and check the comments on your films if you want to. If you want to respond, you can actually do that on the website. So it will be a great thing, because we have kept a review space there, and it will be wonderful if you want to reach out for any comments, and if you want to thank them, or answer their queries, because we have told viewers that they can put comments there. In case, maybe we'll try to send it to you after the festival as a screenshot or something, so that you guys can know what the viewers are feeling. I do not have much more questions. But if you'd like to ask us, or if you want to ask each other, I will be more than happy to open this for a conversation. Or if you want to share anything else during this time, we would be happy to talk about it.
Well, maybe if you could share the email of this, like the participants, at least like the one that I'm seeing now, then I think
Sure.
we could write to each other and request for the films, like in our
Absolutely. We will definitely do that. I think we will definitely share the comments and send it to you, and maybe their email IDs which you can respond to. We can certainly do that.
I'm asking about the email IDs of the filmmakers.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Or you want the film? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Actually, we can do that.
Yes. Yeah, so I
We
can write to them and
send you
request for their film.
Surely. I think maybe what we could do is we will put up a document and share the Google Drive document online, and maybe you can write to each other so it's available for everyone. We can definitely do that. Petrus, do you have you got any of you guys have been to India? Rajan, have you crossed the border?
Yeah, of course. Like I was even in Bangalore in 2018 to attend another festival, Bangalore International Film Festival. I was there with a short documentary actually.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah. Very nice. Petrus, have you been to India?
I was there actually in 2011. Yes, I kind of did a trip where I went from Kolkata, Varanasi, Mumbai, sort of just the general touristy trip.
Okay. Nice.
It was really great.
Amazing. Kao, are you guys been to India?
Yes, have 15 days in 2011.
I think.
Yeah.
Same here with
Probably you guys passed it to the airport.
Yeah. You see that we went there as a pilgrim. Yeah, so the pilgrim. Yeah, so this is like a whole team of more than like 100 Vietnamese. So we spent about 15 days in India. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So thanks to that trip, we have like several good materials for his documentary movie.
Okay. Oh, that's very nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so please, my request is please share this among your social media. We would be happy to, as many of your friends can watch Indian films, so it's open and free for everyone, and it'll be great to have more people come and watch the movies. And I wish you all the best for your films. We'll let the best movie win, and we hope that we could make everybody win, but that's a big challenge for all of us. So hope this festival or any festival, you guys have a great time, and hope to see you in person in very soon. And have a safe, be safe wherever you are, and have a healthy life. Take care.
Yeah, thanks Anand for organizing. Yeah, thanks everyone. Yeah.
Thank you. Good night, guys.
Thank you. Good luck.
Good night. Good night.